Welcome everyone to a casted game for Zerospace, and today spawning in the northeast corner of the map playing in yellow, we've got Joe playing as the Legion, and his opponent in the southwest playing in green, we have got Railgun playing as the Grell. Welcome everyone to Zerospace, and today we have got Swamp Fever. That's the map for today. Prefect Nova coming out for the Grell, choosing to kill all those critters on the west side control tower. On the east side we do have Krieger coming out for Joe and the Legion. Now both players going to be going toe-to-toe against each other very soon. I wonder whether the heroes do go to the middle of the map, try to fight it out. Now, in terms of heroes, Krieger does have two abilities, has the piercing shot and also the toxic ammunition. Toxic ammunition does a nice bit of effect, I gotta say, on enemies. Makes enemies take 30% more damage, but also slows them down in terms of movement speed by 20%. Prefect Nova has three abilities. Has the ability to stun blast, which you're just going to see there used on the harvester. Does also have the ability to charge out. There's toxic ammunition, by the way, on Krieger's side of things, and we saw the charge coming out. We saw the stun blast at third, and well, final ability for Prefect Nova is the light turret deployment. We don't see that just yet. We might see that later on in the game. There's a second base expansion coming out for the Grell, looking to scale that economy, looking to get a harvester as well. Legion opening up with a double barracks, going to be looking to get those thralls out pretty quickly. Does have two control towers to his name now. Does have an armored thrall nice and early as well. So control towers, well, they're being controlled by the Legion, and that's just as well for them because they're going to be getting valuable XP. That gives them access to talents. Now Rich Flux going to be deposited pretty soon. 20 seconds on that timer on this occasion. Armored thrall as well as Krieger moving across the map. Two armored thralls and a lot of thralls too, regular ones. Could be an issue here for the Grell. An expansion might be punished before too long. Heading into the almost third minute of the map and the game. Rich Flux is deposited, and I'll be expected to see those harvesters come out straight away, and there it is. There is one harvester deploying some mines for the Legion. Infused stingers coming out for Railgun. Now whilst they're being infused, they're pretty prone. The Legion can spot them. We're going to pick up a couple of stingers with armored thralls. Prefect Nova might have to back away there. Krieger uses piercing shot. Great shot there on the hero. Prefect Nova does die, perishes, has to recalibrate and reboot and respawn later on. Armored thralls are a little bit blocked in there between the Rich Flux, the harvesters, and the stingers. Good value for the Grell, although the armored thralls tanking so much. Here comes an obelisk, a phasing obelisk, which is absolutely fantastic for taking those fights for the Legion, I've got to say. Now what it does is probably the next best question to ask. Well, it causes enemies to take 20% more damage and their movement speed reduced by 30%. Speaking of movement speed, there's a 10% movement speed addition for the Grell as part of the talents. Does lose a harvester there. The Grell does have that phasing obelisk, and so it also, it reduces the movement speed by 30%, which is great. And Value in Death is the talent of choice for tier 1. For the Legion. Stingers though in good numbers, going to try and get us around. Piercing shot comes off on a lot of those Grell units. Great usage of that ability. Okay. Takes out one nourishing pod and maybe even a cultivator. Going to like to take out the obelisk first, which is a good shout, I gotta say. Tries to get a good surround, takes out one armored thrall, about to take a second. Stun blast comes out, does land on those armored thralls, two of them, and they go down pretty quickly. Great shot on them. And well, the recall comes out there for the Legion. The army regroup, reset, recalibrate. Krieger is back at home. Now bear in mind, with the double barracks opening, is also looking to get an armory for those all-important upgrades. Stronger Toxins comes out there for Krieger, and an attack range aura for Krieger as well. Harvesters being pressured, but Legion are not having any of that. Mines get deployed by the Harvester, loses a stinger. Decent number of stingers. Oh, they got caught there on the other side of that wall. Prefect Nova might have to back away. Does he deposit the light turret? Stun blast comes out on those thralls. Be able to do some damage, and there is even a flame walker there for the Valkyrie mercenary coming out for the Legion. It's a lovely unit. Check it out. The Valkyrie, the Flame Walker, will be a heavily ranged infantry that deals damage in a line. Also does bonus damage versus light units. That would be pretty decent against the Grell, I gotta say. Because because they do often have a lot of light units in the form of the Stingers. Adding in a Harbinger or two as well, and the grell's starting to move out a little bit. Oh, Stingers might try and take the engagement. I'm not so sure it's worthwhile, especially with that Flame Walker involved. Dancing around a bit. A couple of those infused Harbingers, that could do pretty well. Does do some damage. Takes out a Thrall. The Krieger pushing that back quite nicely. Oh, take a look at that. The Flame Walker jumps across the map to gap close against those Stingers, and Stingers have to retreat for now. Lots of Thralls popping out. Now, the second base expansion is now up and running for the Legion. That helps scale the economy. Looking to get that west side control tower. Stun Blast doesn't quite make it there. Doesn't quite land. Does lose a Harbinger on the retreat. Second base expansion is now up and running for the Legion. Here comes the Flame Walker with Thralls, taking out Cultivator, maybe a second. I mean, ultimately the Grell don't have to push too much. They've got the eco advantage. Just need to make sure it doesn't take any bad fights. Second tier talents comes in, improved infusion. Given the ranged units that infused an extra 300 attack range, and the melees that are infused will get an additional 25% health. Looking to... Oh, that's absolutely huge. The Stinger spotted the expansion, the third base. He should be able to get it in time. Guardian Obelisk gets deployed, so might be able to heal up. Oh, looks like the Laborer is trying to heal up as much as possible. Stingers do get rid of it in the end. Have to back away now, though, because the Thralls are chasing. Loses 3 Stingers on the retreat, but it's quite likely that was worth it for sure. Used equipment comes in for the Legion as a talent. That means that Thralls that are lost, they're not going to be totally lost in terms of resources. Get 25% in the back. Might look to sniper a Harvester here. The Grell are getting good value, but they've got to be careful. Does deploy a mine or two. Does deploy, takes out 1 Stinger. Coming down the south, that's a lot of Thralls though for the Legion. That's got to be careful. Grell have definitely got to be careful. It does have a couple of those Chakru Rageborns that could certainly help. Taking the engagement, Armored Thralls tanking that front line for the Legion, but doesn't quite engage here. The Grell are backing away for now. Harbingers get 1 shot off. Going down the south, Legion trying to be active with their army. Always got a couple of Threshers now. Gets a good value on those Thralls. The range attack pretty hefty. Gets another good shot off them. Prefect Nova does the Stun Blast ability. Doesn't quite land on it. Rageborn's going to be tanking that front line. Thresher's working hard. Here comes the Valkyrie Flamebot though. Looking to do as much damage as possible. Piercing Shot does get deployed, but doesn't get too much value. 2 Obelisk, phasing 1, and also a Guardian 1. Oh, look at that though. Krieger does go taken down. The Legion get absolutely smashed, and the infused Harbingers rather. Going to pick up everything else. The Obelisk go down. Down to 18 supply here, Cho. Got the third base expansion at the most tricky time because he's going to need army. He's going to need it fast to be able to defend. I wonder if the Grell are going to push in. They should. They must. Great engagement there for the Grell. Has to be said. Third talent coming in. Performance enhancers for the Legion. That's going to be giving him, well, I guess performance enhancement. 20% movement speed and 10% weapon damage for infantry. Could have done with that earlier on the fight if he didn't have it then. At least he's got it now. Thrall's heading that position, trying to hold on that line, but there's a lot of Stingers trying to get surrounded. Stun Blast ability comes out for Prefect Nova, which was a great shot, and a lot of those Thralls get surrounded. Stingers trying to get on the back line, and then but here come the Valkyrie Hounds. Great usage of the mercenaries, and we do see the phasing obelisk getting deployed for that fight. Valkyrie Hounds going outside the range of the phasing obelisk. Backs away for now. Needs to keep buying him some time. Third base expansion though does mean that the Hexite amount is going to be looking pretty good income here for the Legion. He's got to make sure it stays alive. It looks like the Grell pushing in that position. Looking to get that control tower. Another couple of barracks popping out for the Legion. Means more Thralls. Those Valkyrie Hounds need to be careful not to overcommit. He does back away for now, but what this allows the Grell to do is to get all of the rich flux on the map that he needs, which would be fantastic for any sort of tech up. There it is. There's the large incubator on the field already. Third talent comes in. Recycling. Gains resources from killed enemies. 20% of the total cost in Hexite. So maybe the Grell might be looking to take some attacks in, some damage. And if he does, that will certainly help scale his economy even further. It's a bit of a snowball mechanic, but Well, if you get to this point, you've earned it. Gets a Reaver to accompany the Harbinger that's been infused, as well as the Prefect Nova. Now, a couple of Harvesters on the north getting taken out on that rich flux. Valkyrie Hounds doing the most of that work. Thresher deploys. Got to back away. It doesn't quite land. The Hounds are pretty fast on their feet, trying to get surrounded on the Thresher. They're pretty exposed here, Grell. They need to build back the army. One Thresher goes down, potentially here. Does go down. We land another couple of shots, maybe. 2 Threshers, pretty exposed. Oh, that's a great shot on those thralls. Massive shot, in fact. And was a phasing obelisk there. Reaver charges through. And, well, does so much damage. One of the heroes goes down. 2 heroes go down for the Legion. And that is a problem now. Legion have to reset once again. Taking a bad fight. Grell fighting well in that choke point. Got the defenders advantage after all. The third base expansion means the Hexite should be good numbers coming in. But again, takes another second bad fight. Having to respawn, recalibrate, regroup. And Grell starting to get a bit of a foothold in the game now that he's got the third base expansion himself. Playing it slowly, playing it methodically. Here comes Inquisitress. And a couple of thralls. Grell moving over, looking to see if they get any value in the north. Oh, cleave ability comes out after the charge from Inquisitress. Dives in, the stun blast ability comes out there for Prefect Nova. Good retreat with those thralls, but doesn't quite manage it. Holy moly, that thrall got absolutely launched across the map. You'd love to see it. Here comes Gallivax onto the field once again for the Legion. And Gallivax, does he have any upgrades? Does he have the Fire Blast ability upgraded? We shall see. He does. So take a look at this. Oh no, he doesn't actually. I take it back. Either way. He's got Stronger Hero, which is going to be great as a talent. Spiderlings comes in for the Grell. Here come the Threshers. Huge damage coming out there. Armored Thrall tanked most of it. He's going to charge in there with the Inquisition. Looking to try and take out as many of these Threshers as possible. Just use the cleave ability. It takes a fireball. Oh, massive fireball effect there for Gallivax from the Legion. Reaver charges forward to the back line of this Valkyrie flamethrower bots. And, well, the Harbingers on the back line pushing that back nicely. Again, Legion having to back away. The Grell army just proving a little bit too strong. Gallivax uses another fireball ability on that ramp. Gets a lot of value, but does get taken down. And this is a bit of a tricky situation for the Legion because the third base expansion could be under pressure soon. Although Railgun backing away for now. Krieger chasing. Picking off quite a few units, I've got to say, actually. Armored Thralls on the front line, tanking as much, allowing the hero to do its work. And, well, Cho's not out of this just yet. Quite a few Threshers still alive, though, for the Grell, which will help. Fourth base expansion in the north coming out here for the Grell. Economy scaling very nicely. Here comes the healing obelisk, it seems, looking to heal up those units. Thresher deploys, stun blast ability comes out, does stun a thrall, gets taken out there, the armored one. Thresher about to be infused. Threshers deploy, Valkyrie Hounds in decent numbers, heading forward. Now it's heading northwards. Now, what are these? Holy moly, the Chakru Worm. Here come the Chakra Worm, the mercenary units for the Grell at this point. Oh, look at that, the Hounds trying to chase them down. He's going to back away. Holy moly. Does so much damage. Bear in mind, the Chakra Worm, let's take a look at that actually. I'm kind of excited to see what it can do. Or maybe not. We'll have to take a look another time. Well, take a look at this though. Massive amount of damage coming out from the Valkyrie Tobot. Threshers there still alive. Now this is looking tricky. Fighting on the grass. The Legion down to 58 supply. Has Inquisitor still alive, but the Harbingers might have something to say about that. Thresher still alive. Here comes the Tree of Life for the Grell. That makes things even worse. That final ability, well, not final ability, but a massive, well, I guess it's in a way it's a final ability. It's a special ability for sure. The Tree of Life will be building the army numbers back up again. Heals friendly units, but also revives recently killed units rather, for the Grell. Thresher deploys once again. Here comes Gallivax with the fireball ability, pushing away the Harbingers. At least for now. Galavax and Krieger still pushing this fight on this control tower. The 2 Chakri Worms do go down in the end. Galavax deploys another fireball ability, was absolutely huge. The grell still poking and prodding head round, but hasn't been able to get too much more value now. Threshers are deploying, Harbingers too, trying to keep control of that control tower as much as long as possible. And understandably so, he wants that talent to increase. He wants the XP to increase. Galavax and Krieger trying to hold the lines. Krieger needs to back away though. Pretty low on health. Bit of a dodgeball game here going on with the Threshers involved. Oh, Threshers do deploy. It's going to take a lot of damage here. They're not going to be able to get out of the choke point. A lot of hounds go down to the Threshers. Cleave ability comes out for the Inquisitors, does go down. In fact, both heroes go down. That's absolutely massive. But Krieger's still alive. Backing away as much as possible. Down to 46 supply. Looking really tricky. 4th base expansion for the Legion. Can he find a way back into the game? That's the question. 2 defensive towers. There, obelisks. That healing obelisk working overtime, as you can hear. Russia deployed. Looks like he's going to take that healing obelisk. Doing our ears a favour. Light turret gets deployed. 2 again, more guardian obelisks there for the Legion. So much value coming up from the Threshers, I've got to say. And they do friendly damage, so it's got to be careful with these guys. At least as far as I'm aware. Going northwards, another base expansion. Up to 150 supply. Looking a bit tricky for the Legion to deal with this, I think, at this point. They've just won too many fights. Been so cost effective. Oh, Krieger needs to back away. It does in time. But this is where things become a little bit scary. Stinger's involved once again. Threshers might deploy. Looks like he smells blood. Galavax using the fireball ability. Threshers get out of there. At least for now. Sacrificial Spear comes out from Galavax. On a friendly unit. Thresher takes him down though. Krieger trying to micro his heart out, especially with Galavax in the field. It is definitely a big game of dodgeball for the Legion. Takes a massive Thresher shot there, Galavax. Needs to be careful. Doesn't know about the Prefect Nova. Here comes the Tree of Life once again for the Grell. Unultimate ability. That's what I was looking for earlier. You see units coming alive once again, but they are being taken care of by the Legion units. I wish there aren't many, but slowly but surely Threshers are moving forward. They're now looking to take out infrastructure. That base is under pressure. Coming in the north, they're going to try and get surround. Oh, that's a massive Thresher shot. Takes out Galavax, about to take off. Yeah, takes out Krieger too, maybe? No, he's still alive. Cleave ability comes out for Inquisitors. Inquisitors and Krieger goes down. All 3 Legion heroes in a blink of an eye absolutely perish. Down to 40 supply. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Cho taps out a great victory there for the Grell on Swamp Fever. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you check out the other videos on the channel. Plenty more casted games there ready for you to check out. Take care and see you next time.